Whatever business you're trying to start, the best advice I could give you is to sit at someone's feet who's actually doing that business, who's successful in that business. I wouldn't recommend going to college for that. Entrepreneurship, you need someone who's actually doing it, has done it, has been proven. Yes, fam, there are scammers out here. It is what it is, fam. So you're going to have enough discernment to find the people that's actually doing it, that's actually standing on business, as they say. You know what I mean? You got to do your own research because there's a lot of people out here who's living by example, fam. But you need to find those people. Don't get the big head, fam, and think that just because you have a passion for something and you got a little money, you going to make this business jump. It don't work like that, fam. Business don't work like that. Now, you can use some street things that you got from the streets in business, but business and the streets ain't going to collide, fam. It's different. You're going to have to learn something different. You're going to have to learn from the person that's been doing it. So if you're thinking about diving into a restaurant business, you might want to learn from someone that's been doing it. All I'm saying, you might want to learn someone that's been proven, someone who has had over 30 restaurants, someone who has started a new brand in their own city. I'm just saying, your chef restaurant got an example. So if you're trying to learn how to network food trucks, how to build your brand, expand your brand, move your brand, sell your food, serve your plates, check this brother out, fam. If you're trying to do things with business when it comes to construction, check out the construction sites that's booming. Study them. If you're trying to do something when it comes to cosmetology, check out those who's doing it at a high level like you want to do it. You got to mock what they're doing. You might not start off with the capital that they may have to start off, but you need to mimic that look as close as possible. Meaning your flyer need to look like a flyer they would have dropped. Don't make the flyer look like it's cheap and you're trying to offer something of value. I just gave you some game, fam. Spend some money. Business, it takes money to make money. So you're going to have to invest in yourself. Flyers, the right people, the right landing pages, knowing when you need a website from a landing page, when you need a Facebook or Instagram versus getting a website. Like, there's things you got to learn, fam, or you're going to lose a lot of money. So going to college, spending to learn business, to me, I think is insane, fam. You need to learn business from people that's actually doing it. People you have seen turn 0 into 100. Those are people you want to learn business from. Fam, be humble. Study those people. And if you can't get around them, they got classes, they got consultations. You know, you can't think like, for instance, if Samuel Jackson came to town and he was teaching acting classes, do you think he's going to be offering them for free? But he's going to make them affordable because he understands the situation of the city, but you're not going to get around it for free. So if you want the information to be a great actor, you're going to have to come off something, fam. You're going to either have to come off some money or you're going to have to watch his videos on coaching that's might have some commercials in there. You're going to have to sit there and study this. You're going to have to pay something. And if you don't have the money, you're going to have to pay the time, fam. But you need to learn from people who's actually doing what you're trying to do. Point blank period, fam. That's the best advice I can give you, fam, because I have wasted time. I'm 45 years old. I'm 45, fam. And I made it here today because once I understood something didn't work, I switched it up, fam. I pivot. You got to pivot, fam. It is what it is. If it's not working, switch it up, fam. And it's okay. You know, we try to start something off our passion, which is fine. But business don't have nothing to do with emotions. You can't get emotional. You got to know the numbers. You got to know the math. You got to know how to put people in the right situations, in the right positions that know what to do. You get what I'm saying? That know how to operate. You creating, when you starting something off, you're not trying to do everything by yourself. You creating partners, business partners. So that way, if things don't go, it's just not on you. They gonna help you whole way too because they got ownership. It's a big pie, fam. Give some percentages out so that way you can have more of a leeway to do what you're trying to do. But this is what you learn in business, fam. I'm just giving you some juice. And I'm just telling you, fam, if you get the opportunity, check out my brother Kashif Yamin's ebook, From Prison to Place. He got the ebook, he got the audio book, and he got the bundle. He's going to teach you how to do this, fam, and many more things that he's doing. Leading by example. Check out my personal ebook that I got out called From Side Hustles to CEO. I'm going to show you how to scale, fam, because I'm leading by example. And I'm showing you what I'm doing, fam. So don't let us get there and you be like, man, how did they get there? We gave you the blueprint, fam. We're showing you in videos. We giving you the content. But if you really want the blueprint, you got to pay for the blueprint, fam. Instead of the blueprint, like I say, you can do the homework, realize what we're doing is not a scam. With those who are actually doing business that has been tested and proven, it's not a scam, fam. But in order to get around them to get the information, normally it's going to cost you something. And if it only costs you $47 to get an ebook to get the game, or come down and experience the restaurant, or come down to their business and purchase something, ask some questions, fam. I'm gonna tell you something before I let you go. My best partners today, my best friends that I deal with on a business level, I spent money with them. I did something with them first. I just didn't say, hey man, I want you to support what I'm doing. I supported what they was doing. So if you want someone to support you, support them, fam. Hold on.